It's the bye week and the Jets still win. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Talking Jets with Tigo. My name is Tigo, and today I want to talk about the New York Jets winning the bye week and having, I think it's like 6 games that we needed to go our way this week. 4 of them went our way, with the 2 most important ones working out in our favor. So let's talk about how the Jets ended up winning the bye week. Let's talk about the 2 games that didn't go our way, and that's the Cleveland Browns beating the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers beating the Los Angeles Rams. Why is it that we didn't want that to happen? Well, Pittsburgh beating the Rams puts Pittsburgh at 4-2, and they are right in the mix for one of those wild card spots in the playoffs. We all know that the Baltimore Ravens are probably more than likely going to win the AFC North, and if the Pittsburgh Steelers continue to stay competitive and in that 500 range, which is probably where they're going to end up, they can be competing for one of the playoff spots that the New York Jets might be in competition for if we can't win out the AFC East, which we might be able to do. But Pittsburgh beating an NFC opponent doesn't help the New York Jets. It would have been better for everybody if the Rams beat the Steelers, and Puka Nacua had a day and they still couldn't get the win. And then the other place where I personally think it's kind of a loss is the Cleveland Browns over the Indianapolis Colts. Yes, it's 2 AFC teams going at it, but I think the Cleveland Browns are a little bit more competitive than the Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis Colts lost Anthony Richardson. I don't know how competitive the Indianapolis Colts are going to be, and like as a playoff team per se. I think that they're probably one of the middle of the pack, bottom dweller football teams of the NFL. But the Cleveland Browns have one of the best, if not the best, defense in the NFL right now, and they're kind of doing what the Jets are doing right now and having their defense carry their offense. You know, Deshaun Watson can't stay healthy, hasn't played well. Their backup is out there, and he's doing good things. But again, it's a backup. Are you really going to win a bunch of games because of your backup? It's a whole thing, but I think those are the only 2 games that didn't go our way. Now let's talk about where the New York Jets absolutely dominated during this offseason. Chicago beating Las Vegas is a massive W for the New York Jets because, again, AFC opponent losing to an NFC team, and Las Vegas is now 3-4, where they could have been 4-3. Another team that is in that competition for a wild card spot. And the more that Las Vegas tends to start to spiral, the more the reality comes into place that they might become sellers at the deadline. And there are a lot of good players on Las Vegas that the New York Jets might be interested, not named Davante Adams. They literally can't move him, and we literally can't afford that contract. But that's besides the point. Moving on to the next game, and I know what you guys are going to be thinking, how does Kansas City beating the Los Angeles Chargers help the New York Jets? Well, it's not that we care about Kansas City winning, because Kansas City is going to win the AFC West, period. Like, we know that's going to happen, so they're going to make the playoffs. But the Los Angeles Chargers are a team that might be in competition for a wild card spot. And with them losing this game, dropping the team to 2-4, the hot seat for Staley only gets hotter, and the team can only fall into further disarray, which is only going to help the New York Jets as the season progresses. But the 2 big hitters today, obviously the New England Patriots beating the Buffalo Bills, which is absolutely phenomenal. The New England Patriots are not a good football team, and it sucks to say that we lost to that football team, but so did the Buffalo Bills, which is great because we're squarely in competition with the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins for the AFC East. And that's a real thing that we're saying. But also, the Miami Dolphins losing to the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday Night Football is magnifique. This weekend could not have gone any better for us when we look at the things that are happening in the AFC East. Miami losing to Philadelphia, Buffalo losing to New England. It helps us out greatly because when we come back, we can start adding wins to those to the schedule. We all looked at the back half of the New York Jets schedule, and we all know that the schedule is going to start lightening up, and we have some games that are going to be easier for the New York Jets to come out on top. The New York Giants, the Los Angeles Chargers, the Las Vegas Raiders, the Atlanta Falcons, the Houston Texans, the Washington Commanders, the New England Patriots a second time, who might not have Bill Belichick by week 18. Again, these are games that the New York Jets should be in a position to win, just straight up. And the reality is that we've already beat Buffalo with Zach Wilson, and Zach Wilson is getting better. So the assumption is we can probably run it back in November. And the other thing is we have not played Miami yet, and Miami has only beaten teams that have a losing record. Any team that is supposed to be considered a playoff team or have a playoff caliber defense or just a good team in general, they have lost by a combined 48 points. They're not competitive in those games. The New York Jets have a legitimate shot of winning the AFC East, and if you would have told me all of that was going to happen and that Zach Wilson was going to be our quarterback leading the charge, I would have laughed in your face. But that's the reality that we live in right now. Zach Wilson is kind of getting the job done, but our defense has been absolutely dominant. The New York Jets stay winning in the bye week. We're going to get DJ Reed back. We're going to get Sauce Gardner back. We're going to start getting healthy on the offensive line. We're going to start getting players back. And with the trade deadline looming, we're going to start seeing players either leaving or joining the organization, rotating some of these pieces that we want to see more playing time for. Hopefully Bryce Huff gets extended. A lot of really good things are happening for the New York Jets in a week where we didn't have to play a game. I hope the guys enjoyed their time off and enjoyed watching the AFC just kind of fall apart, and we have an incredible opportunity here, not only to end the longest playoff streak in the NFL, but to also really, really take control of our destiny and write our own story. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about all of the stuff that happened today. And the great thing is I didn't have to wait to make this video because Monday Night Football is an NFC matchup, and it doesn't matter who wins because it doesn't affect us at all. Let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit this circle right here to do that. If you want to watch more Talking Jets with Tigo content, hit this video right here. And thanks so much for watching. Last but not least, go Jets.